being diagnosed at a very young age with MRKH and being told that I could never carry a baby on my own was devastating. But looking back now, I realized that being aware of my diagnosis at a young age was a blessing in disguise. It gave me time to strengthen my trust in God, and from a very young age, I believed that miracles could happen. We received a phone call from Baylor informing us that they were now accepting out-of-trial patients. I remember the first Shabbos we needed to be in Dallas. I was lost and didn't know where to begin. I made a phone call, and the next thing I knew, I was hosted by the most wonderful people I've ever met. We were provided with a fully furnished apartment, a car, and warm meals. I remember after I had my beautiful baby girl, I realized that I didn't have any clothing to bring the baby home. Again, I reached out, and I received a beautiful package with everything I could have needed for the baby. Being away from home without family and without your support system can feel really overwhelming and daunting. But with Bikur Cholim at my side, I have wonderful, beautiful memories to look back on.
Family is the building block of community. It is our continuity. That is why our foremothers who didn't have children so desperately desired to and prayed so hard that they should be able to be blessed with children. It was about passing on their legacy and passing on their heritage to their children.
At the tender age of 16, I was told the devastating news that I won't be able to carry a child on my own. I met and married my most wonderful husband, and a couple of years later, it was time for us to begin our journey. We had heard such great things about the wonderful team at Baylor that we knew right away this was definitely a team that we wanted to use. I remember how lost we felt, not knowing how we'd manage with all the logistics in this unfamiliar place. Bikur Cholim stepped right in and assured us that they have a place for us to stay, and I shouldn't have to worry about bringing anything along. It's evident how much thought and care has gone into making this apartment as cozy and comfortable as possible. Unbelievably, they also provided us with a car, which was the best thing ever. It enabled us to conveniently drive back and forth to each of my appointments, and every time we needed to go out. And once again, they provided us with warm, nourishing meals throughout my hospital stay and beyond. Baruch Hashem, I gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. It's still hard to believe that he's actually mine, and every time I cradle my newborn, I cannot stop thanking Hashem for this incredible miracle.
One of the things that's most special about Baylor University Medical Center is that we are a national and international leader in solid organ transplant. And uterine transplant was pioneered here by Dr. Giuliano Testa and Dr. Lisa Johannesson. And it has been incredible to give women that otherwise might not have the opportunity to deliver their own baby is a real privilege to be associated with in a small way.
You know, coming to a hospital can be a scary and anxious event for anyone. That is magnified tenfold when maybe you can't speak the same language, or maybe your cultural needs are different. And so when a volunteer from Bikur Cholim walks in, that look from the patient of I've been seen for who I am, just the smile that comes across their face, it makes me happy. I feel like we are finally truly meeting the needs of our Jewish patients.
Working alongside Bikur Cholim has been very, very important for us. We have had a lot of Jewish women coming from Israel, from New York, from Canada, and for them to come to a foreign place and have a surgery that's unknown to them and literally giving their life to us as a transplant team is stressful. And Bikur Cholim has really taken care of these women and made them feel like a part of a community here. And I can't stress the importance of that. It's been fantastic.
With Bikur, the things became a little more familiar. All of a sudden, certain food is delivered. All of a sudden, certain color are recognized, certain silence are appreciated. It's beautiful, and it's making the less familiar more familiar. That allows you to heal in a better way, to go over the hurdles in a better way, to sustain the setbacks in a better way. So the value is immense, in my opinion.
When a woman and her partner comes from another country or even from another city in the US to Dallas to go through this procedure, to feel part of a community that's something that's not so foreign to them is very, very important. So Bikur Cholim coming to them on Shabbat with care packages, even visiting them, helping them with Uber rides, transportation, all those things that seems trivial are really, really important to our patients, and it makes them feel safe and protected, even if they're far away from home.
When the patients are in the hospital, they help with Shabbos meals, which is really helpful. Baylor does provide kosher meals, but it's not like what you get when you're at home. It's nice to have those meals delivered and those snacks for them when they want them.
It's been a joy to see the community come alongside our patients, to provide rides and meals and just companionship. A lot of the staff that doesn't know our patients as closely might think that these patients are really independently wealthy and that's why they can do this, but really it's the community that makes it possible.
And all of a sudden we measure success by lifetime. In the beginning you see this little thing, just born, and the emotions and cries and tears of joy. But then you see really these kids are growing and they're walking, they're going to school. So you're really contributing to family building like nobody probably at that time in 2016 ever thought about.
It is essential to give to this campaign so that Bikur Cholim can continue to do what it does and can do what it does even better and on a bigger scale, servicing more individuals, more hospitals in even better and more comprehensive ways. Having an organization that services their needs makes all the difference in the world.